If you can get your work life to be where you enjoy half of it, that is amazing.
People always say they want to achieve their dreams, but a lot of people just sit there and say that. Very few people decide to put in the work and actually chase their goals, chase their dreams, try to truly become as happy as they possibly can. A lot of people know that it's going to be hard and it's going to be challenging for them, but they just don't want to be excited to do that. They are too lazy to even try to attempt going for their dreams and goals. They don't know how rewarding it will feel in the very end because they didn't even give an effort. They just said, oh, that would be nice to do something, and that's it. They didn't even try. They didn't put in an effort, and that's a big problem.
I'm personally very interested in space and have been all my life and would love someday to do that. All of these things involve risk.
If you have a dream or a goal, you should try working on it as soon as you possibly can. Don't say, I'll start it next week or I'll do it tomorrow. You should start it right now. Do whatever you can at the very moment to get started, because that's one of the hardest things you can possibly do in any project in your life is get started. Once you start, then it rolls smoothly. But trying to start something is incredibly challenging because that means you have to take time away from doing whatever you thought you were doing and put it towards this just for a little bit and get started. But once you're started, it's going to flow significantly smoother, and then you're going to be excited and you're going to be wanting to constantly achieve these dreams.
Because very few people ever achieve that. Because the truth is, everything comes with overhead. How good we are, we can still be better. You can always be better. Customers have a divine discontent, and they teach you if you listen to customers. So we watch for that, and we see patterns, and we can find places where it's not working, something's going wrong, and that's really how I get the feedback, is from customer input. And often, you know, in all caps, angry, you ruined my child's birthday because the gift didn't show up on time. And we take that, and what you really want to do is you take that, it's an anecdote, it's a single example, but you need to find the root cause. What went wrong deep inside the system? How did this happen? Because then you can fix it for everyone, so that that particular problem will never happen again. You don't just fix the symptom, you have to fix the root cause. And that's been the secret to our operational success for 20 years. There are a lot of things that are a waste of time. You know, when you think about your life, I often tell people, if you can get, because people have very high standards for how they want their work life to be. And if you can get your work life to be where you enjoy half of it, that is amazing. Because very few people ever achieve that. Because the truth is, everything comes with overhead. That's reality.
Almost 7 years ago now, I started this most incredible journey called Amazon.com. Actually, at that time, it wasn't even called Amazon.com. It was called Cadabra Inc., as in abracadabra. That was the original name of the company. The wake-up call that led to starting Amazon.com was finding that web usage in the spring of 1994 was growing at 2,300% a year. And things just do not grow that fast. And you could tell anecdotally, even though there wasn't good research on this at the time, that the baseline of web usage wasn't trivial. And so something with a non-trivial baseline growing at 2,300% a year is clearly going to be everywhere tomorrow. I don't know how you can make any pioneering movements in the world of any kind, whether they be the geographical, physical exploration that I've just been talking about, or whether it be a more cerebral exploration of a scientific field. Or I bet you could ask that question of every speaker here, and I bet that every speaker here has taken substantial risks, whether it be intellectual or otherwise, to achieve what they've done.
Many kids and many grown-ups do figure out over time what their passions are. And sometimes we let I don't think it's that hard. I think what happens though sometimes is that we let our intellectual selves overrule those passions. You can hold a ballet and that can be successful. And you can hold a rock concert and that can be successful. Just don't hold a ballet and advertise it as a rock concert. And so you need to be clear with all of your stakeholders with, are you holding a ballet play or you're holding a rock concert. And then people get to self-select in. You know, we hire people who are really motivated by building new customer experiences. They like to pioneer, they like the rate of change. They wake up in the shower motivated by thinking about customers. And occasionally somebody joins Amazon who their primary motivation comes from thinking about competition or competitors. Those people can find Amazon a little dull. You know, so, and again, it's not about right or wrong. It's just that different people are motivated by different things. And what happens with corporate cultures is that over time, people collect themselves in a way where they like that culture and then it becomes self-sustaining.
You know, Amazon started as a very small company. It was me and a few other people. I was driving all the packages to the post office myself in my 1987 Chevy Blazer. When I raised money for Amazon, I had to raise $1 million, which I raised from 22 different investors, $50,000 each. They got 20% of the company for the $1 million. It was 40 people told me no, so I had to take 60 meetings to get 20 yeses. The first question was always, what's the internet? And I had to walk through that. And this was 1994, early 95. And so did I anticipate, you know, fast forward to today and the current version of it? No. And I think that that is true for most businesses, where you kind of proceed adaptively. It's step by step. You figure it out. You have a success, and then you kind of double down on that success, and you figure out what else you can do, what customers want. Everything we've done and all the success we have is at its root primarily due to the fact that we have put customers first. Machine learning and AI is a horizontal enabling layer. It will empower and improve every business, every government organization. Basically, there's no institution in the world that cannot be improved with machine learning. So at Amazon, you know, some of the things we're doing are super obvious.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't, please hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you could do us a huge favor and go ahead and tell us what you thought of this video in the comment section.